a brand new episode of Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company Dream Home Season 6. With us today we have yet another beautiful home, but before that let me introduce our panel of judges. Let me introduce Anuj Gopakumar, our Chief Architect of Kumar Group. We have with us Sudha, the Chief Architect and Interior Designer of Swasti Group. And with us on our show, we have a very beautiful home from Koratty. It's called the Nalappatt house. So let's take a look at the house.
Welcome to Dream Home Season 6. Today I present to you Nalappatt house from Koratty, Thrissur district. The house is 3,000 square feet area in size, built in the colonial style. They have chosen white and dark grey for the color combination. If you take a close look at the exteriors, you can see a lot of windows, which is a typical colonial style. A lot of windows, and the designing, even the roofing design is a little different. So they have tried to create a complete impact of the theme that's colonial. Even in the sideways, on both sides, actually they try to keep that in mind. The small sit-out area has been set up towards the side of the entrance. The flooring done in this particular section is granite, and the pillars, these two pillars and the other two on the end, has been done using tile cladding. A big wooden door awaits us inside the house. Let's quickly go inside. The interiors have been done in European style, which is quite eminent from the furnishings, and a special note about the virtual fireplace. Wood paneling done as a virtual fireplace. Ceiling, it's fall ceiling. LED lights have been provided. Even the wood paneling done on the walls. Tiles for the flooring, it's petrified tiles, but Italian cut design. And overall, it has been kept stylish and classy. We saw a lot of windows in the exteriors. That certainly has made an impact for the lighting inside the house. So I'm the official living space, and it is empty amount of daylight the credit has to be given to the windows on either sides, which also helps in the air circulation. Forest space segregates the official living space and the family living area. Now this family living area, the standing out feature first of all is the roofing. It's skylight roofing, so it helps a lot of sunlight to enter throughout the daytime, and it gives a very pleasing appeal because the elevation is huge. You have a semi-spiral staircase that takes us to the upper floor. It's a 4-bedroom house. We have 2 bedrooms on the lower floor. Right from the entrance, the first look that you will see is the prayer area. And the prayer area, the top section is similar to the top section of the front entrance, the roofing. If I talk about the flooring, it's vitrified tiles completely. We have 2 bedrooms here, master bedroom and a kid's bedroom. Opposite to me is the dining area. They quite nicely utilize the space in the interiors. You have a look at the TV space. It's located right below the staircase, so that particular section, which normally it goes on waste, has been utilized in a very efficient manner. It's a wooden dining table with glass top. This particular section behind me, what you're seeing, this is a crockery shelf. That's a complete unit made of wood. They also have provided a small seating space that's granite material. In the above its false ceiling, warm color tone has been given, and the wash area is located close by. It's a model kitchen with multi-wood cabinets, granite top, and for the tiling, for the flooring, it's vitrified tiles. Above ceiling, it's false ceiling with LED lights have been provided. Opposite to me, there's a breakfast counter. They also have a storage area right next to the kitchen. The decor of the master bedroom has been done using vibrant green and white. They have used that colors on the side walls, and for the ceiling, it's one particular section, false ceiling. In that, LED lights have been provided. Dress area is little away from the main bed space. They also have the wardrobe, the built-in wardrobes actually, built-in multi-wood wardrobes have been provided. Windows on either sides, which helps in the cross ventilation and lighting. From the cheerful decor, you can understand that this is the kids' bedroom. False ceiling design is the same, but there's a different pattern than what they have used. It's not a complete extension, but they're focused more on the middle part. The flooring is vitrified tiles. Windows have been provided on both sides, which helps in the lighting and even in air circulation. Then dress area is at one portion of the bedroom. There's a small study table also. It's a semi-spiral staircase which brought us to the upper floor. We have two bedrooms on either ends on this particular area. But before moving on to that, I'd like to tell you the detailings of the staircase wall. It's block pieces of wood paneling that mixed up with glass framework. On the perimeter of this design also you can see that's wood paneling being done. SS handrails with mixed up with woodwork, and granite and tiling is also mixed up in the pavements. So let's have a look at the bedrooms now. Balcony space on the upper floor is a comfortable seating arena, especially at the evening times and early mornings. So with this, we wrap up the Nalappatt house from Koratty, Thrissur district. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next episode. Till then, bye-bye, take care.
Anuj, we just had a look at the house, and what do you have to say about the exteriors and the landscape?
It's a white house with triangle roofs, grey roof and a kind of grey columns. A lot of things happening there. The one thing I liked is that the windows have been coordinated. It is white, because it's white and grey, the windows are all in white, so that's nice. But however, the entrance door is again teak, which is it's a totally different color. It's not going with the rest of the windows and the elevation of the house. They've used some kind of triangle dormer windows in the gable end of the house. It has no meaning. I don't know why it is even put there.
Thank you. And what do you have to say about this?
Yes, like he said, it's a long driveway to the house, which they could have treated much better with the help of landscape. There are no trees. It's just, I guess there is a bit of a lawn on either side of the driveway. And talking about the color coordination there, again the paving tiles are red. There is a line of red tiles in this grey and there's black, and the house is totally devoid of any kind of red. It's a grey and white house. So where does the red come in? So that way there's a little mismatch there. Unlike what Anuj said, actually there's too many things in the elevation of the house that makes it so confusing. There is pergola, which is dark, where there is a sloping roof, light grey, white walls, there is stone cladding. The only thing nice that I thought was the pillars. The way the pillars were treated, it's a two shaded treatment, which is a nice thing by itself. So overall they could have coordinated it much better, considering the fact that there's only one view to the house. I mean, obviously it doesn't have too much of a side view, being in the plot as it is, but considering that, it could be sort of maybe stepped out or something else. So it's a little dull.
And did the interiors impress you?
I believe that lot could have been done in the interiors. The bulky sofas is very atrocious. It's too cramped up. It's cramping up the space, so that the whole effect is gone. And in the prayer room, they put a very big black bulky leather kind of finished sofa, which I believe has no connection with the house. And stainless steel handrail again for the staircase. Again, they've used a lot of wood, and then the stainless steel handrail, it's not matching at all. The dining table design is very simple. It's nice, but however it's elegant, but however the curtains are again very loud. Kitchen is done a little simply with the shades of maroon and grey. The soft furnishings, so if you look at the bedroom, the bed is against the window wall, which is not a good design. You have the curtain coming right behind you, behind your head, which is not a good design aspect at all. However, little effort have been done into coordinating the soft furnishings with the curtain colors and all that things. So that's what.
What do you have to say?
Lot more things could have been done in it in a different manner. It would have probably given the kind of effect that they wanted it to have. The sofas are modern in nature, but with a totally contrasting black and white sort of design, which really doesn't suit the kind of the rest of the interiors. You'll find stainless steel teapoys with the glass top, which again has a very commercial look to it, not a very homely look. So again, the pleated curtains are a little loud. It's very uniformly pleated, and these kind of things look good in a very large space. When it comes to a small area within a townhouse, these are really loud, they're bold and rather coming on to you. So it doesn't give that feeling of peacefulness when you enter into the house. The fireplace I thought was a little misplaced, more so in the fact that the material used is laminate. It tends to give a very flat or a dull appearance as opposed to a wooden or a veneered finish. Laminates in wardrobes in bedrooms are good, or you have to go for a totally laminated interior which has a total different styling altogether in large areas. But when it comes to a up front, up close view to this kind of units, the furniture in the living dining area just didn't settle well with the rest of the ambience. I find that it looks a little official. This laminate has a very official look to it. It looks very office-like. Doesn't have that homely touch to it. And the position of the TV I thought was a little. I couldn't understand where you would sit and watch the TV, which is placed under the staircase. Okay. So the handrails again look very commercial with the stainless steel going about it. So those are a little bit of a problem. The kitchen feels a little dark. So it could have been much lighter had the flooring been light. But the wall tiles are good. It's a very subtle, quiet wall tiles. So all in all, I just felt the children's bedroom is done very muted, and they've tried to bring in just the color with the wall colors alone, not too many things in it. But bedrooms again, the white furniture is a peaceful look to it. Actually adds peace into that room. But overall, it could definitely be designed better.
And what do you think about the lighting, color, and decor?
Again, not much thought has gone. A little bit of thought gone to the lighting. I believe in certain areas I've seen some ceiling lighting, which has been done with some indirect lighting, and some certain areas where they've given accented lighting. Overall, I believe that a lot of thought could have been
better.
done, yeah.
And do you agree with the same?
Same. So I think in the first floors when they went up, they've sort of brought it down. So at least if you don't do it wrong, you need not do it at all. Even if it's not done, it looks all right. So then I think the bedrooms are looking fine, but you'll find that a lot more designing could go into it and keep it subtle and muted. Okay. So it's not too much to talk about, but I guess it's naturally ventilated well. So there is enough light into the house.
And final and most important aspect, value for money, Anuj.
They have not spent much money on the house. They have, but in certain areas they spend a lot in terms of some of the claddings they have done. I believe that money could have been used much better in the house to make the house look better. In the bedrooms, also they've kept it very simple. I don't mind having a simple bedroom, but some amount of detailing could have been done there. Overall, it's not very exciting.
Do you share the same opinion as Anuj?
Yes, true. These false ceiling has been detailed. They have a little recesses and they put the LED lights into it. It's all there, but it hasn't worked out together. Okay. There is something lacking that that could have actually brought maybe a couple of furnitures done in a different style would have brought out the money spent on it into a better light.
How much would you rate this house in terms of its exteriors?
I think I'll give it a 15 on 25.
15 on 25. And Sudha?
Little generous, 17 on 25.
17 on 25. What about the interiors?
16 on 25.
16 on 25. And you?
16 again.
16 on 25 again. And for the lighting, color and decor?
I think I'll give it a 15 on 25.
15 on 25. And you?
They've put in a lot of effort, so I'll go for a 17.
17 on 25. And now for the final aspect, which is the value for money.
I'll give it a 17 on 25.
17 on 25. And you?
Same, 17 on 25.
17 on 25, which is a grand total of 63 on 100 for Anuj and 67 on 100 for Sudha. And public's point of view, the rating for this home is 32 on 50, which is a grand total of 162 on 250. And now it's time to hear the valuable suggestions of our judges, and today's topic would be lighting. So let's hear from Anuj what he has to speak about lighting.
Lighting is a very important aspect of any house. We have external lighting and internal lighting. Planning the lighting initially itself is a very critical part, and not only planning the points which has to be lit, but however the areas which has to be lit, but also in terms of the fixtures you use to make that effect. And different kinds of fixtures can give you different kinds of effects. Yeah. And lighting is only, see, when you do lighting, it doesn't mean that you have to floodlight the entire spaces or brighten up the entire area. Lighting is only looks wonderful when there are certain dark areas and then certain areas are lit up. So that the combination of that is what makes lighting interesting. Yeah. And also you have to identify which are the areas you need to light or give attention in terms of lighting, not just try to put light everywhere, you know. Yeah. So that positioning of lighting is important, and in certain areas you might need to wash up the entire wall. In certain situations you might need to only pin spot a particular artifact or a painting on the wall. So different fixtures has to be selected for each of these applications.
Basically earlier on we used to find that the lighting fixture was very important. Even if the light was not on, the fixture had to look good. So you would find these flowery kind of glass ones, which were quite expensive in those times, with frills at the edges. So many different colored ones were all there. But at the moment I think the trend is to go for the lighting and not the light source. Correct. We're not really concerned about the light source, whether it's coming out of a bulb or whether it's coming out of the actual fixture that it is in. That is to be kept muted, to be kept almost concealed if possible, but the light is given the importance, the directionality, whether it's a wall washer, whether it's a spotlight which is a concealed spot, or whether it's an indirect lighting altogether. Each of these give a particular character to the room, which the designer has to understand in the beginning, work backwards. What's the character that you want? So what kind of lighting do you use? And with that kind of lighting, what is the kind of fixture that you'd want to use?
So with this we know we have a wide variety to choose from the lighting aspect too, and with this I think it's time for us to wind up with this beautiful episode of Polycab, India's #1 cable and wires company Dream Home Season 6. So until next episode, it's all of us signing off.